Hey guys, we're here to talk about multiplying and dividing rational expressions. So let's get started. So here's some rules that you want to keep in mind whenever dealing with rational expressions. They follow the same rules as regular fraction operations. So here's our first expression that we want to simplify. 8x over 21y cubed times 7y squared over 16x cubed. One approach is to write out the prime factorization for all of your coefficients and expand your variables based on their exponents. From there, you'll want to eliminate a common factor from the numerator and the denominator. Here I'm left with 1 over 3 times y times 2 times x. When I multiply and simplify, I'm left with 1 over 6x squared y. Okay, here's a division example. Remember to multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor. The divisor is your second fraction that you're dividing by, or your second term in the expression. So here, my divisor went from 5m to the fifth over 6c squared d squared to 6c squared d squared over 5m to the fifth. And notice we changed the operation. Remember to copy, change, flip. And I follow the same method as before. I write out the prime factorization for my coefficients and then eliminate my terms based on factors and variables. I'm left with 2 times k times k times 2 times d over m times m times m times m. My final answer, 4k squared d over m to the fourth. Remember, if you have any questions, to write them down in your notes so we can discuss them in class. Here's a division problem for you to try on your own. Pause the video, work it out, and see if you get the correct answer. The correct answer is D. Alright, here's our next example, but this time we'll need to factor completely before we can eliminate any of our terms. Notice that k squared minus 4k plus 3 becomes k minus 3 times k minus 1. Also, I see that I have similar factors, but they're not exactly the same. So that tells me I'm going to need to factor out a -1. And then I eliminate my common factors, and I'm left with -1. Alright, here's our next example. I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal because I'm dividing the fraction. And then I factor completely and eliminate any common factors from the numerator and the denominator. My final answer is 2 times d plus 1 over d minus 1. Okay, here's an example for you to try on your own. Remember to factor completely before you can eliminate any common factors from the numerator and the denominator. Alright, here's the final answer, C. Now this is an example of a complex fraction. This complex fraction is the same as saying x squared over 9x squared minus 4y squared divided by x cubed over 2y minus 3x. Remember to multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor. Factor completely and then eliminate any common factors from the numerator and the denominator. My final answer, -1 over x times 3x plus 2y. Alright, here's an example for you to try on your own. Remember to factor completely before you eliminate any common factors. The answer is C. As always, if you have any questions, make sure you write them down in your notes, and we will discuss them in class. See you later.